Hey all, just get myself set up here now, as usual. Grab that. There we go. I'm going to jump on there as well, right. Actually, what I wanted to do is grab a photo of this before I start, actually. Let me do that first. There we go. That's that one done. Right, so we're drawing in a completely different way to what I'm used to doing today, so this will be interesting. Let's start with this one, I think. Trying to draw like one of my sort of art heroes. What she does, she starts every drawing with a sort of brushing of powdered graphite, which is what I've done, which is what's given it this weird sort of sheen. So it's my first bit of art this year, actually. Blimey, I just realised. Blimey O'Reilly, first bit of art. So in this drawing, I'm not trying to outline everything, which is what I'd normally do. I'm trying to build her up through like areas of tone rather than outlines. There are some outlines on there that are very basic, just for my guides that I've put in. But now I'm just going to start building up from that. See how we get on. Let me just move this here and done that one, have I? So that goes over there. Oh, it's been a while. Feels like ages. First live of the year. Sure it is. I didn't do any last week, did I? No, I didn't. Why does it tell me I'm on a 9-week streak then? I'm not. Oh, just 1 second more. What we want. Right. Let's get over here. There we go. So yeah, so I'm going to be working on these kind of things. Gone smaller now, so if you were with me before Christmas, you would have seen me doing a much bigger piece of work, but I can't sort of devote the amount of time to big pieces like that now, I don't think. Because I really got to start making this work for me now. As much as I love doing them, they do sort of take away a lot of my ability to do stuff. Hey, Asja, thank you for the likes. Nice one. So you're right at the start of the drawing now, look. So this is literally my first session on it. So I'll show you the reference I'm working from. So this is the reference image I have. This is something I've made up from some old photos. Actually, I just thought, have I got the original photo there? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, I need one of these. Don't forget you need one of them, David. So for this piece, I'm going to be working exclusively with my, oh, there's that rubber still in there. What is that in there? With my propelling pencils. Hey, Irish Pandax. Let me go get that out, look. So it kind of gives me something to work back into as well as to go darker from. So this is powdered graphite. You can buy bottles of powdered graphite. I've literally just rubbed it in to the paper, and I'm using that as like a ground almost. But what it does, it gives you this nice kind of textured effect, which is something I've been trying to get in my drawings for a long time and not got. Yeah, it's nice. I've done that in the past. I've added a little bit of watercolour just for like highlights. Never done like a full coloured bit, just like little highlights. But the thing is with this, you're never going to get right back to white, because once you've rubbed the graphite in, even with the best will in the world, the rubbers can't get right back to the basic sort of white page, just because it's so kind of dense.
That looks interesting.
Hey, Taros, Oracle Vibes. Thank you. So I'm working for some photo reference that I've made up from some old photos I collect. So this is the photo reference.
Hello there, hope you're well. Hello from Scotland.
Hey Amber, yeah, I'm well, thank you, and hello from Wales. So I've got to be a bit patient with this method of working and not fall into my old habits, because I'm trying to do something a little bit different in the way I put marks on the paper. So normally I'd outline everything and you know, draw it all in first, but I'm trying to draw a bit kind of looser and less outlining for this one, more textured and tonal.
Of course, patience is a virtue.
Yeah. So you can see, there it is. That's when I finished not long ago. That was before Christmas. So that was colour pencils and a little bit of normal pencil. So that took a long time to do. That was worked out about 50 hours in the end. 50 hours, yeah. So it was a big old job, that one. Hey, Watermelon, hello.
This 50 hours that takes dedication.
Yeah, I did. It was the first time I'd used colour pencil on that sort of scale. So it took a long time. But I need to make some changes to the way I work, because got a lot of stuff going on, and I need to be able to sort of like do a certain kind of work that I can sort of get into a bit quicker. Oh, cheers for the likes as well, guys. Thank you. My battery's going. Is that what's wrong? Batteries are going. So this lady's going to be called Little Miss Tan. Or Tarn. So Tarn is Welsh for fire. So I did a character called Mr. Tarn. It was this hellfire preacher with flames coming out of his head, and this is kind of one of the family in a way, I suppose. If it's his daughter or niece or something. I was thinking I might actually use a little bit of colour on those flames just to make them stand out. So yeah, my first live of the year. Hurrah! So would you like to draw yourself tarot? Would you do anything sort of creative, arty? Hey, Bird Artistic, thank you. Literally just my first session on it, so there's a long way to go on this. And I'm trying to draw in a different style to how I would normally, so hopefully I can sort of do what it is I'm thinking I'm going to do. So thank you. But so
I have always wanted to, yes, but I'm not very good at it. I can even draw a dog, haha.
well, if you draw a dog, you can draw anything. So that's one of my other ones over there. Don't you quite see it? Thing is, people tell themselves they can't draw, and usually they're right. But if you tell yourself it's not about being the best drawer in the world and it's about enjoying it, then guess what? You will enjoy it and you'll get on with it. And the more you do, the better you get. I'm a great believer in anyone can do this with a bit of practice and time. So if you could, what sort of stuff would you like to draw then, Taro?
Yes, that's right. Don't give up.
No, exactly. I'm going to say heart. Let's see. That's the thing people get. Like goth daddies. Oh, I like goth daddies. Oh, there we go. Fortunately, I don't have my Bauhaus t-shirt on today. No, Joe, don't give up. The thing people talk themselves out to doing it. It's like that old saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way,
Hello,
you're
my
right.
friend.
Hello to you too. Oh, Toto, hello. Thank you as well for the gift. Happy New Year, fella.
Happy New Year, David.
Hey, Dean, hi to you too.
How are you?
Good, thanks. My first bit of art since I finished that one behind me. I'm trying something a little bit different today. I'm working small, and I'm trying to use the pencil in a different way to how I normally would. So what I've done, I've put down a ground of powdered graphite, and then I'm working back into it, and I'm trying not to use outlines, because you know my drawings, I'm always outlining, but I'm trying to do it just by texture and shade rather than lining everything. So that's inspired by an artist I kind of admire. Oh, thank you, Toto. Nice one. Yeah, so there's an artist called Babs Webb, and she does these amazing things with pencils. And it just looks, you can tell her work straight away just from the way it looks. And I've never been able to get that kind of look she gets as much as I'd like it. So I'm trying to, it's been a while since I've tried doing one in her style, so this is sort of very much in her style. With a bit of me thrown in. Up to your work today, Toto?
At home today and back to work tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Very much on the job hunt myself at the minute. Find myself some work. Hey, Ram Ram.
Tomorrow it will be a bit stressful. We have a quality control system at work.
All right. See, I'm drawing lines there. You're not supposed to be drawing lines. Stop drawing lines. So what does that entail then?
Nice work.
Hey, thank you, Keek. Oh, thank you, Ram Ram. I'm saying Ram Ram. Is that your name? I'm not understanding the script.
How did you celebrate David Christmas and New Year's Eve?
We had quite a family day, Christmas Day. I cooked lunch. We opened our presents in the morning, just sat round chilling. and then played a game in the evening, game of Uno. I got into trouble for being too competitive. And then New Year's Eve we just stayed in and watched the telly. Quiet night, you know, a few drinks.
That's nice.
Yeah, I never do anything big for Christmas. There's always the four of us here. Nice family time, you know. How about you? What did you get up to?
Christmas at home and New Year at work.
At least you didn't have to work Christmas Day, that's something. I don't think I've ever had to work at Christmas Day. I don't think I'd mind it. Oh, 4,000 likes. Thanks, guys.
The holiday surcharge compensates for this a bit, lol.
Yeah, well, that's something. Although, I remember the turn of the millennium, I was working New Year's Eve in the day, and I'd been told I'd get triple time, which was the only reason I'd done it, because I was going to a big concert in the night. And they didn't pay me triple time, they only paid me double time. They said, oh, well, it's only if you're working after 6 o'clock, and I finished at 6, which was a bit annoying. There we go. Look, so this is the old photo I bought. It's actually, you get a lot of old photos that are classed as postcards, because what they do, they print this on the back of the photo so you could use them as a postcard. So this is the sort of source image I'm working from. Just really like the hair. Bought a few. I've got another one there I'm going to work from at some point. More old photos. I'm going to do some digital stuff. Ah, right, Moksh. Moksh, sorry mate, I'm looking. Ram, form of greeting, okay. Why is that mute? Is that why I'm not hearing sounds?
What made you get into this then?
Oh, I've just always drawn since I was young, you know. I went to art college. I've always liked doing it. I just love making stuff. And I'd had to take a big break from it for a few years. And as I've got back into it, I've sort of been developing my own style and way of doing things, and I had a few exhibits along the way. I've sold a few pieces. Sold a couple of pieces over Christmas. Need to sell a lot more because I wanted to do it full time. I'm having to look for a job now, so it's not quite there yet for me to be able to do it full time, unfortunately. Yeah, I went to art college. You know, I remember when I was a kid, we used to draw the spaceships from Star Wars because we were all in love with Star Wars when that came out. And I grew up copying comics. I used to draw comics a lot. I used to copy them to learn how the artists drew the way they did, because I always really liked sort of comic book art. Still do. I enjoy streaming. I suppose I'm a bit of an exhibitionist.
My lovely seagulls.
Oh yeah, they're still here. They haven't gone anywhere.
I love this seagull sound. Going to get back to work now. You have a lovely day.
Ah, cheers, Taro. You too. Well, you want to be around the end of March, April, because they're just at it non-stop, and it's all screeching because they're all mating. Does your head in. Yeah, it does actually go down there. Right, okay. It comes all the way round here. It's only on one side, so on this side it kind of goes there and then off the shoulder. Hey, Ella, thank you for the follow. Cheers, Ella. just need to look at something a second. Let's see. Where's that? Oh no. Hey Fallon, Chief, thank you. Trying to figure out where her hair comes because it's such a dark photo. It comes and then it comes around here. So this is all jacket. I am set up now to actually do some digital art, so I'm going to be playing with these photos a bit more in Photoshop is my goal. Hey Jake the Gamer, how are you? Oh no. Well, I suppose I can keep the hair there, can I? Because it's going to be a nightmare trying to do that otherwise. You know, I made it up. Don't have to follow the photo exactly. Some little strands of hair come down there. See it over here. Right, I'm trying to wait to come around every freaking day. Thank you for the likes, Moss. Very nice of you.
Hey David, how you been?
Good,
I saw
thank
you
you.
in with the white pencil there. What does that do?
This one, it's really complicated, mine, so I'm going to try and explain it really simply. Put it on, then it rubs it out. It's a rubber, that's all it is. So it's a rubber in pencil form, so it just makes it easier to control and put into the areas you want. But what I've done with this piece, which is a bit different to what I've done it once before. This is only the second time I've done it like this. So I've put a ground of of powdered graphite on it. So I've rubbed powdered graphite into the piece first, so I can work back into it. But I'll never get it back to white. So what that does, it gives it quite a weird atmosphere, I think. So I'm trying to draw without outlining everything and just trying to do it as tonal areas and textures rather than sort of like lining on everything. So it's a little bit way different to what I normally do. So I've got a couple of different rubbers. I got Robo rubber as well. So that's a mechanized rubber.
Yeah, fantastic. Does the piece have a name yet?
At the minute, I'm calling it Little Miss Tarn. Now, Mr. Tarn is a work I made a few years back. It was about like an old Welsh hellfire preacher. He had flames coming out of his head as he was giving a sermon. So this is like one of the family, I suppose, for want of a better word. I don't know if it's his daughter or niece or something. But she's only young, so she's only got these little flames which are kind of floating above her head at the minute. I'm going to work them out. So it's kind of inspired by kind of the religious fervour they have in Wales, the sort of religious revivals and hellfire preachers. So Mr. Tarn was a character that my friend was developing for a film script. We made a couple of films together, so he let me use the name. So Tarn is Welsh for fire, so Mr. Fire. But it's actually, this is from an old photo. So this is an old photo I bought recently. So this is kind of the source image. It's an old.
I love that. I think I remember you'd mentioned a film called The Lighthouse.
That's right, yeah.
Or Lighthouse Keeper.
I made one called The Lighthouse and one called Devil's Bridge. So The Lighthouse was based on a famous incident in maritime history called the Smalls Island incident. So it's actually based on a real story. It's got these lighthouse keepers that got trapped in this massive storm in a wooden lighthouse like 20 miles offshore. Which was a fun challenge to do on a relatively low budget.
Were you into photography much, David?
I was.
I'm doing a low-level course at the minute.
Ah, right, yeah. Well, I did photography as part of my GCSE and A level. So funny enough, just before Christmas, I had to go back to my old school to give a little speech because the guy who taught me photography in school had died, and they were having like a memorial service for him because he hadn't had a proper funeral. And he set up a darkroom in the school, you know, like talking about the late 1980s. And he taught us how to develop and stuff. But I'd always taken photos before that as well. I love taking photos, and I still do. I take thousands every year. But I also like this old photography, which this has kind of come from, and that's kind of worked its way into the work I'm doing now. But yeah, do love my photography, although I don't like develop my own photos or anything like that. It's all digital now, as you know, and I don't have a big fancy camera. Everything I take with my phone pretty much. But I post a lot of the photos I take on my TikTok as well. People seem to like them.
They don't teach us film anymore, sad face. In our new building, there's no dark room.
No, well, you know, it was a lot of fuss, to be honest with you. And it failed more often than it worked. But still, you know, it was interesting. You can't beat that feeling of putting a bit of paper in a bowl of water and shaking it and seeing what comes out. Well, it's not water, but the chemicals. Developer, then a wash, and then a fix. To work out the exposure for each bit of film you shot, and it took forever, but it was good. I'm a really visual person, so I tend to remember stuff visually, and you know, respond to visual things more so than kind of written word and stuff. So yeah, it's quite important to me, photography. So what sort of stuff you learning then?
I'm just learning the very basics right now. Today we learned about metering and 18% grey or something. Thing law.
Oh, right. Yeah, metering, so light exposure, and it's not, you know, with these modern digital cameras, it's not kind of quite the big deal it used to be, you know. We used to have light meters we took out with us sometimes, and, you know, put them on people to get a reading. They'd tell you what f-stop to put the film on. Put the camera on, rather, the lens.
Yar and how white on white, and black on black, and using a grey card to correct the exposure.
Right, okay. So all the old film SLRs, they used to have like a little thing you press in it, and sort of the meter would go up and down in the viewfinder, so you could work out your exposures from that. It wasn't very reliable, but you know.
I agree that it doesn't seem as relevant now, but one of my teacher is a purist and works only in.
Yeah, that's
Film.
That's the thing, you know, that I understand that kind of thing, purism, but to me, you know, you get a lot of photographers, they want to tell you about the kit and what f-stop they were on and stuff like that, and to me it's more about taking the photo, it's the image, it's not how you got it. You know, some of the best photos I've ever taken, I've taken with cheap cameras, you know, and alright, so they don't have like the depth of field effect, which is overrated in my opinion, but they look good. It's, you know, you've got to have an eye. You can have all the best camera equipment in the room, and if you haven't got a good eye, no amount of talking about the f-stops and that will make you make a good picture, you know. You know, film has got its own sort of feel and look and stuff, but
I haven't even started thinking about making photos mean something yet. I'm excited to move on and be more creative.
yeah, well, the thing is that what you want to do, you want to just take photos all the time, you know, with your camera or whatever. Try and, because what I've done over the years, you know, my photos have turned up on websites, in books and all sorts, because I've always taken photos of stuff that people don't think are important. It's like buildings and things like that, and then they disappear, and then no one's got a record of them. And it's like, oh, I got a photo of that. I remember taking that one day, or you know, a bit of nonsense. So at the minute, my photo library on my computer, I think, is about 70,000 photos. So what's that? That's roughly 1,500, 2,000 photos a
Oh
year
my
I'm taking.
goodness. Harder.
But I can, you know, I've got photos I took when I was like 10 years old, 11 years old on there as well. You know, old film photos that I've scanned in, all my old film stuff that I still had, I scanned in.
Whoa.
Yeah, I love photography, and I love using photography in my work. You know, I don't consider myself a photographer by any sort of stretch of the imagination. I'm a snapper. It's what David Hockney used to say. I'm more of a snapper. The thing is, I always take photos, and because what I find as well now is I'll be working on something like this, and I think, oh, I need a certain kind of photo for this, and I think, ah, I got that somewhere. I took that like 15 years ago. Let's go look, because all my photos are organised by year, so if I know roughly where it was taken, I can go back in and look, pull out old images, you know. So I'm all in on my photography.
Yeah, very cool.
You know, I do drive my other half potty with the, you know, we'll be walking down the street and I'll pull out my phone and start snapping at something, and she's like, oh God, he's at it again. But yeah, I've had TV documentaries kind of approach me for photographs.
I'm the same with mine. He gets very fed up.
Yeah, but you know, my wife takes lots of photos as well. She's just, you know, she's a different kind of photographer to me, but I can't help myself. If I see something I think, oh, well, that might be useful in a picture I'm going to make in the future, I'll snap it.
Oh, yeah, very cool. Have you been able to provide some for the documentary?
Yeah. I have. So the some old photos of the bus station in Cardiff that I took that was demolished like 30, 40 years ago, actually. And they were used, well, I don't know if they've actually finished it yet, but they approached me a while back for a couple of photos. There's some old groups on Facebook that I'm in, like local history groups, and they take my photos all the time and share them and steal them and take my name off them, which drives me potty. But, you know, I'd much rather people used them than they just sat on my phone, sort of like not doing any good to anyone. But credit me, you know, that's what I say. Is I don't mind you using my photos, just make sure you credit me. Unfortunately, it doesn't always happen.
Absolutely.
So what sort of stuff do you like photographing then when you're at it? That's not bad going then. It's going to take me an hour to get to this far. That's not too
I'm
bad.
drawn to a lot of nature, wildlife, landscapes, but I love candid photos of people also.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Learning about Vivian Mayers, she was very cool.
Oh, I don't know this. A street photographer or something? Or... Hey, Courts, how you doing? Hey, Alfie. Long time no see. How are you doing,
She
Alfie?
was like you and took photos all the time. She passed away and had so much undeveloped film even.
Oh, right. Yeah, I wish I'd kept more of my film, actually, because I got rid of a load of my I kept my negatives for
Until
years.
after she died, people found her photos and got famous.
I think I know her now, actually, yeah. I think that story rings a bell.
She did really brilliant street photography.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of characters like that in photography, you know. Good. Alfie, what are you drawing in, Courts? What are you working on? Happy New Year to as well. I didn't say Happy New Year. There we go. It's my first live of the year. My first bit of art of the year. I'm trying something a bit different today as well. As you do.
Happy New Year.
I'm also on YouTube and Twitch at the minute, so sometimes I have conversations with people over there. So if you think I'm talking about weird things, it's I'm just talking to people on the other platforms. But yeah, I wish I'd have kept more of my negatives. I threw out loads of my negatives. I kept onto them for like 20 years and then threw them out, lost some of them. All the ones I had left I scanned in, so I scanned the negatives. Because the thing was, when we were shooting with film, I didn't actually take a lot of photos because it was so expensive. If I'd have had a camera with me like my phone back in the 1980s and early 90s, I'd have had twice as many photos as I got now.
I bet.
Yeah, I lost some nice negatives actually, some buildings and bits of Cardiff that are no longer there. Nobody's got photos of. You know, the teacher that taught us photography and when I was in sort of like secondary school, he'd give us photos and we could develop as much as we wanted. You know, he'd give us film rather, but we had to develop all our own films and stuff like that. You know, it's just very time consuming, so I didn't have lots of it. Yeah, it was good, and it was actually when I finished school and I went on to art college after I'd left like sixth form. He said, "Oh, if you ever want to come back and use the dark room, just come back and use it." So I did, and I brought my mates as well, who I met in art college, and he was into photography as well. So he'd never used a dark room, so I taught him how to do that. So that was why I was quite happy to go back and talk at his funeral the other day, because he'd been like one of those figures. You know, some teachers are just really stick with you for what they did, and he was one of them.
to pop off, but I'm sure I'll catch another line.
No problem. Catch you again. I might actually be working on digital next time, because I've got some digital stuff I'm going to be doing as well as this. But yeah, lovely to talk to you as well, boss. So take care.
Thank you for talking to me. Bye, David. Digital sounds exciting.
Yeah, no problem. I'm making fonts. Are you, Kurt? It's too complicated for me, that. Oh, I got a feeling I'm coming down with a sore throat. Got that little tickle in the throat that's saying you've had it. Hi, Holly. Hey DP, how are you?
What colour paper does one need to use white pencil?
It's not a pencil. What's that username there? Hang on. Design graphic. It's not pencil, it's an eraser. So I'm actually using white paper. I put a coat of powdered graphite over the surface and rubbed it in. So I'm actually rubbing back into it. But you can get black paper and coloured papers that you can use white pencils on. I don't find white pencils very good actually. They don't tend to do a good job on any kind of paper. They never seem to be quite as opaque as you want them to be. Hey, thank you for the follow there. But on a drawing like this, where you've got like a mid-ground to work into, sort of an eraser is literally like one of your most important pencils, because that's the only way you're going to get any light and shade. But the thing with powdered graphite is, this is as light as it's going to get with a rubber, I think. Which is nice because I like the atmosphere it gives. It gives it like quite a soft atmosphere. Can't quite see it on there. It looks a bit kind of, the exposure's a bit much. Let me have a look at that. So. Yeah, see, that's more like what it's like. That was a bit bright. Time 4:20 already. Good lord. Oh, excuse me. definitely going at the back of my throat there. Damn. Why me? Why now? dirty like that. Right. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. We've done it now. That's the important thing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, hour and a half. That's not bad for hour and a half's work, is it? It was about a half hour's work before that, mind, with the getting stuff ready. It's about 2 hours work. Ooh. Oh, sugar. Outlining. Stop outlining. Let's attack. Oh, what's going on? Emmy, what time you on in tea? 6. What are you doing? Going in the shower? Well, let me go to the loo first. Back in a mo. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Get my blanket back on. Keep your legs warm. Oh. Really, I'm an old man, ain't I? Take it there now, isn't he? Yeah, time mate, it's almost 2 hours. I think what I'll do, I'll actually stop at 5. Just because I gotta light the fire. More than anything. Hey Casper, how are you? Happy New Year.
Hello, you all alright? I've been fine.
Good, yeah, all alright, yeah, just about. I do feel like I'm coming down with a cough or a cold or something at the minute, unfortunately. But other than that, hanging in there by a thread.
Went bird watching.
Cool, did you see any? Get lots of photos for what you want to draw next?
Saw 3 kingfisher over 3 trips, saw 2 fighting.
Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever seen a kingfisher in real life.
Don't have a camera, so it couldn't take pictures.
Ah, that's a shame. Oh, excuse the
Funny
yawning.
thing, I was walking near a riverbank and fell through the ice.
Oh dear. Alright, careful with that. Have you had snow? We haven't had any year. Cold, but no snow.
I am fine, just it was so cold, 2 days of snow, it was nice, just couldn't see any birds in the water.
No. So where was that then, that the river was frozen? What river was it, do you know?
Nene River.
Oh, right, okay, don't know that one. Oh, excuse me.
It was next to it light came through it like sub-river thing Tea was made for boats.
Oh, right, like a jetty sort of thing, was it?
Yay.
So was our New Year's getaway or Christmas getaway? Oh, 5 o'clock. Hey. So we're doing almost 2 hours. There we go. It's a 2 hour stream. First stream of the year, this one. First art of the year as well. Oh. I think I got a bit of a feel for doing it like this, actually. Quite like it. I'm going to stop in a minute because I'm going to go put some food on. Cup of tea and relax a bit. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Hey, thank you, I wish for Mish. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. Nice one. Cheers. I'm actually working from an old photo, so this is the old photo that I got. And then I put my own little spin on it. So I collect these old photos sometimes. Got a few of them. Turn them into pictures like this. Sometimes I make them fairy folk, sometimes I make them giants.
Is this ink?
It's pencil. What I've done with this one, which is a bit different to how I normally draw, I put down a ground of powdered graphite first, rubbed into the paper, so everything is that's the mid-tone, the grey, so I can work back into it and darken it up as well. It's not really clear with the camera, it's a bit zoomed in, but yeah, it's pencil. So
wow, it's such a beautiful effect, it looks painted.
Oh, thank you. So that's one of my pencil drawings over there as well, so this one's colour pencil. It's a lot bigger, this one. So that's mixture colour pencil and normal pencil. But this is just pencil, this one. But I might put a little bit of colour because there's going to be like floating flames above her head. So I think I might actually do them with a little bit of colour. Just add a little bit of, maybe even a little bit of gold, actually. Gold might be quite nice. Ooh, decisions. So this is my first drawing of the year. I haven't done a live since before, well, Christmas Day was the last live, actually. I did a game live. But I haven't done any drawing for a few weeks now. So I'm just getting back into it. So what about yourself? I wish for Mish, do you draw, paint, anything like that?
Cheers to that. I am a painter, cartoonist, and I've just found a love for graphite.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm sort of this powdered graphite method I don't use. I've used it once before and it was a disaster last time I'd done it. I think it was the wrong kind of paper. But there's an artist, a graphite artist, and she's amazing. She does these weird kind of small and dark and really intense drawings, and she uses that method. And I was watching one of her videos last night and I thought I'm going to try that again. So she's called Babs Webb. So this is a little bit inspired by her because she kind of inspired me back into drawing. So I'm just it's a little bit of hers, a little bit of what I do.
I'm highly interested in the technique.
Yeah, she's really good. I definitely check out her work. She's one of my favourite pencil artists of all time. Just the atmosphere she gets from the pencil. I'm nowhere near what she does with it. I'm trying with this one, but I'm still mystified as how she makes the pictures look like they do. And I'm lucky enough to own an original one of hers as well. I bought back when I had money to buy paintings and pictures. Which is a long time ago, unfortunately. Hey, Abby Che, hi to you. Let's have a look a second.
Your work has beautiful atmosphere. Stop me mid-scroll.
Oh, nice one, thank you. That's what I'm going forward with this one. Yeah, I'll show you Babs's work now, actually. Hang on, bear with us a second. So this is pencil. Just so I find these incredible, you know.
Oh, wow.
Why is that so big off there? Let's. Yeah, so I mean, like. Yeah, but you can see she's done that powdered graphite thing there. So I think there's a little bit of, you know. Ah, gorgeous. And I mean, like, the feather work along the necklace there is just incredible, you know. Way more subtle than anything I can do. So yeah, so that's one of my heroes there. Hey, Abby Che, I'm good, thanks. How about you? My Pookie. Yeah, I actually I followed her on Patreon for a bit, so I did sort of ask her how she got her blacks so dark, and it's just a case of I've learned how to do it myself as well. You just keep building them up and building them up with soft layers rather than sort of like, because if you've got a hard soft pencil like a 4B or something, the temptation for me and what I always used to do was just to press as hard as I could to get as dark straight away. But if you just do it in lots of layers, you get that deeper dark and you don't damage the paper, so you can still work back into it.
Does she have a TikTok?
I don't think she does. She's not very kind of she's on Insta, but she very rarely puts up videos. She did like 3 or 4 videos a few years ago showing her technique and stuff. But I hadn't drawn for years, and seeing her work just made me want to get back into it. Just love the sort of like the darkness of it, not the darkness in the weirdness, just like the depth of the dark. Bro, what's up, Abby Che? What are you after? But what sort of cartoons do you do then, Wish for Nish?
That's my goal for the year, is to explore surrealism. Very inspiring.
Yeah, I sort of, I like surrealism, but I go in my work, I call it, I think there's elements of magical realism in what I do as well. So what I like doing, I take old photos and old Welsh myths.
I'm building a world as I want to write children books.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it could be good there. You know, I've got all young characters now. I use a lot of characters from Welsh mythology and sort of history and old stories and old wives' tales. So this at the minute, sometimes I change them as I'm doing. She's called Little Miss Tan. So I did a character a while back who's called Mr. Tan, and Tan is Welsh for fire. and he was like a hellfire preacher, but he was made from old photos. But I had flames coming out of his head as he was sort of sat there preaching. So this is little Miss Tan, so she can have these little baby flames above her head, I think. So there's always a little bit of story in what I do. How are we doing time? Oh, it goes 1:15, right? I'm gonna wind up now. I gotta go cook some food, have a cup of tea. I'll probably come back to this tomorrow. I don't think I'll do any more on this tonight, man. So do you put your stuff on TikTok? I wish for Mish. Hey, Levi, Zach, thanks you.
So glad I stumbled upon your work.
Ah, cheers, I wish for Mish. Is your stuff on your TikTok? I'll give you a follow back when I'm done. Have a look at what you've been up to.
Yes, I just started.
Oh, nice one. I shall give you a follow in a minute then. Right, guys, I'm disappearing.